Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here from Little Nest Crafts. Thank you for joining me this evening, and this is the last video of Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly Challenge, because we're now on week 52 and I can't believe where the weeks have gone, and you know, we've got here and it's the final week, and it's my first year of participating in this challenge, and I can honestly say that I've enjoyed it, not only because of I've been participating and I've enjoyed, you know, learning about collages, etc., but to see what everybody else has been producing as well. And so yeah, it's been great fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and more so to thank you for everybody who's been supporting my channel and watching every week and leaving me comments and liking what I've done, because that's given me great encouragement as well, because I wasn't sure whether I was on the right track or not. But I suppose with this challenge, that's the beauty of it. Anything goes, really. It's you know, Margarete Miller gives you the prompts, but you can add, you know, to your collages, because it's not that prescriptive. So yeah, and today's an example of that as well, because it's how can I say? Well, anyway, you'll see from you'll see from what I've done. I've tried to keep it Christmas themed, because obviously we're a couple of days away from celebrating Christmas, and I hope that you're all enjoying the festivities and the run up to Christmas. And I'd just like to say I hope that you all have a wonderful time. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, but whatever you do, you know, over the next week or so, you know, over Christmas and the New Year, I hope that you enjoy family time and celebrating, and you know how you normally celebrate this time of year. So we'll get on with the collage now, and I'll just run over the prompts with you. And as I said, we're on week 52, and the first prompt is something you can hang. The second one is a colour that reminds you of winter. The third one is a repeating pattern. The fourth one is something placed sideways. The fifth one is paint or colour, or watercolor, sorry. And the bonus is something sticky. So I'll just put my prompts to one side, and I'll bring in my working background. And as those of you who follow me regularly know, that I work on a blank sheet of card. This is 160 GSM card, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather all of the collages I've done this year and make them into a little album, courtesy of Carol over at Oak House Journals. For those of you who don't know, she uses this method, and I quite liked, you know, watching what she did, so I've followed in her footsteps. So the colour that reminds me of winter is sort of icy blues and things like that. So what I've done is I've forward prepped, and I've got some sort of icy blues, and these have got this background's got snowflakes on, and this, I thought this was sort of an icy, a stark cold looking blue. So I'm going to use that in my piece as well. So this background piece here is my piece to incorporate the prompt where it says a repeating pattern, and as you can see here, those two are repeated, these two are repeated, these are repeated, and all the rest of the snowflakes are repeated as well. And then my bonus is something sticky. Now you're not going to see this because it's going to be sandwiched in between these two pieces of paper, but this is my something sticky. I was going to incorporate a piece of, excuse me, I'm going to cough. I was going to incorporate some washi tape, but I got nothing that was Christmas themed. They were all grungy, dark, and that sort of style piece. So I've foregone those. And I also didn't have, all my stickers that I've got are flowers, leaves, and that sort of thing. So I can't incorporate any of those either. So this is going to be my something sticky, but I'm expecting it to run out any second now because I know it's on its last legs, but I'll use it as I can to stick this last piece down. And I think, looking at that, yeah, that's it, it's run out. So that's very apt because obviously it's the this is the last challenge, and I'll have to see if I can get some more. So that's my background piece, and I normally work with a 1 centimetre border all the way around, but because it's the last week, I thought this will be sort of a statement piece really, and I'm going to fill the whole page. So I better get my glue, and I'm using collage glue, and this piece here is, it says something you can hang. So as you can see, we've got Christmas bells here, and we've got these lovely Christmas baubles. So they're actually hanging there. So that's going to be my hanging piece, and I'm going to hang it on this side of the page. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it into a pocket. So I'm only gluing 3 sides. I'm going to glue all the way down here. And along the bottom. I can be quite generous because it's going to be, that's quite a big pocket. So there we are. So there's it. I don't know whether that's the white or whether, oh, that's it. Wasn't quite stuck down in the right place. So now we've got a pocket there now. So my repeating pattern is the background. Something you can hang is my baubles and the bells on here. And then we've got something placed sideways. So because I knew I was making a pocket there, I've made a little card to go in the pocket. And I could have made it a little bit bigger, but I'd also made an envelope. But I'm not going to use the envelope. But I'll show you what I actually made. I made this little envelope here, and I was going to pop that in and then pop that into the pocket, but it's not quite the same blue, and this is a bit off-white as well, and I don't know, I just didn't like the look, so I'm going to scrap that. I'll use it in another project, and but I will use the card that I got together to pop in the pocket there, and it just says Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. So I'm going to pop that in there. So something placed sideways, that is my something that's placed sideways in there. So we've got the bonus, something sticky, which is the tape, runner tape to put it down, and my glue. And then finally, the only one I haven't incorporated is paint or watercolor. So what I've got here is my watercolor paints. Just put my glue on there. And I've kept these because what I was going to do was stick some bells on there, and I thought those bells looked rather small, and I wanted them to be a bit bigger. So what I'm doing is I'm going to glue this on the top. But I'm not gluing it. Both sides, because obviously I want this to remain a tuck spot there, but I thought that just made it stand out the page. And then I shrunk it down because I wanted this little, it to match this little card here, and I thought I would pop that on the top there, and then it just ties it in with the piece that I've got there. So we can stick that in there, and I'm just going to glue on these bells here and on this ribbon, just to make sure it sticks well down. Oops. There we go. So all we've got now is to do some watercolour, and what I thought I would do is these are shimmer watercolour paints, and I've not actually used them yet, but I thought I would add some shimmer to these bells. Let's have a look, or to this ribbon even. Just to make it a bit more festive. Let's have a look now. Yeah, that's nice. And then we've got the could add a bit of water there. And pop some in these, in the centre of these stars, to give them a bit of starburst. Let's have a look. Yellow ones there. We've got some more here. just put some, just to add a little bit more sparkle really. There we are. And then I could actually do the white here as well. And pop some in the centre of these white snowflakes, or starbursts these are really. And then I can go on the outside of the baubles. To give them some shimmer effect. There we go. Lovely. There we are. That's added some shimmer to those. And then I could add a bit to the berries on here. These mistletoe bits. There we go. Don't know if you can see that. I think you can see the shimmer there. So, less is more, as they say. And I'm just going to clean off my brush. I'll do that on the back of this scrap paper. There we go. Lovely. So, that's my collage for week 52. So I'll just put the top on my glue and we'll recap. So we've got something you can hang, which are these baubles that you can see here. A colour that reminds you of winter, and this is the steely blue really, the icy blue, and it reminds me of icebergs. If you look at Antarctica, a lot of their icebergs look, you know, this icy blue, and so that reminds me of winter. Repeating pattern is these snowflakes in the background. My something placed sideways is my little tag that's popped in there. And then my watercolor is the shimmery aspects that we've added to these bits and pieces. And then bonus is something sticky, is the actual glue that I use to stick everything together. So I do hope that you like what I've produced, and that you know, that you'll join me for my next video, whatever that might be. I am in the process of making a little journal, a little traveller's notebook journal, and I've constructed it, but I haven't actually sewn the signatures in, and I haven't put the ephemera in it yet, so I might be doing some ephemera pieces to put in this little traveller's notebook. So I'll be doing a little video if you'd like to, if that's something you'd be interested in and you'd like to follow along. Just look out for the next video, and to do that, if you just like this video and hit the notification bell at the top, you'll be notified when my next video comes up. So until then, everybody, I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and may you have good health, happiness, lots of love, and that's all I can say, really. So I'll say bye for now, because it's in the early hours of the morning, so my brain's a bit fuddled. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning now, so I'm going to go off to bed, and I wish you all a good night. So until next time, stay safe, everybody. Bye.